Hi, this is Trace with Trace of Inspiration. Um, Today's topic is basically about relationship, my experience in past relationships. Like yesterday, the 23rd of April, 2019, I was talking to a homegirl, like to my friend. She's my sister in Christ, Portia. And while we were conversing, we discussed um, times where we felt that individuals were emotionally unavailable, um, where we felt like like why we had to like kind of we felt that we started to function in the area of trying to prove our worth to these individuals. And I was just reminding her that she was worth the wait, she was worth pursuing, and that she's the prize. So fast forward a little bit. Of course, you get tested on your words. So, my ex from middle school, high school, and early, like freshman year to sophomore year of college, um, I reached out to him yesterday because recently he was trying to pursue something with me. So, I was like, I kind of feel where this is leading, but I was like, let me be a little open knowing who I am and how I can be sometimes. So I was trying to be a little open minded. However, I went out of town about 3 weeks ago, more so 2 weeks ago. And on the trip, it felt as if, I was doing most of the reaching out, most of the interaction. And, when I got back, I still kind of didn't hear from him. And I personally was like, let me stop being so like, let me reach out and see, what he would do. And he didn't reach out. I did feel some type of way. So I contacted him and, I let him know, like, what's up? Like, you expressed that we're trying to, like get to know each other since it's been a while, but you're not really putting in the effort to do so. Um, that's kind of like where our conversation led. But it through our conversation, we end up talking about so many things that I don't even realize, like, think he realizes how much truth he told and the information that I needed in order for me to proceed. For example, like, while we were talking, he was like, um, Trace, I'm bad for you. So when I hear you tell me that you feel that you're bad for me, and the thing was, I kind of like asked him to elaborate, and he was expressing like, well, I curse, and I don't want to, when I get around you, have to not curse and feel like, I'm changing who I am just for you. Then he was expressing like, he's this, he's touchy, he's feely. So I was kind of like, that's what you're expecting for two individuals who are trying to gather information and are not committed to something. That was yet another thing where I was like, okay, so you just technically want to have sex. um, there are other things such as his values, like he's in a, like, Greek organization, and I have my reservations when it comes to that, and I don't feel that his beliefs line up with mine. So it was just like a few different things, going to say that basically we're incompatible. And I'm grateful that we had that conversation because I felt like, okay, if you already feel that you're bad for me, then there's no point in wasting my time. In the past, I had individuals who told me that I was too good for them and that they were bad for me. And I didn't just easily walk away. I saw it as like, oh my gosh, like, no, I tried to prove to them like they were good enough for me. That was one. And then I also felt like I dumbed myself down, or I started to compromise a lot of things just to, I lowered myself just to meet their level. And it didn't work out in my favor. The same things that these individuals felt that they did not have within themselves to give to me, as far as commitment, honesty, loyalty, um, support, they easily gave that to somebody else. So that teaches me, do not settle. Do not settle. In absolutely no shape or form, do not settle. A person who wants you will pursue you. A person who cares for you will make it known. They will not have excuses. They will do whatever is necessary to let you know that they care for you. Straight up. And it's like, what can you say from that, right? And then another red flag. He was letting me know, like, oh, I broke up with my ex last summer, in June, but like, we were still conversing and still communicating. And, recently last week, we finally officially broke it off, because I felt like I really care for you and you the one for me. And you feel like you care for me and you the one for me. But right now is not a good time for us. So if you believe that this other person is the one for you, why are you trying to waste my time? Or why are you trying to pursue me? Is it just for me to be a space filler until you feel that individual is ready, or until you feel that you're ready to commit? I'm not the one. I'm not the one. I've gone through that. I've been there and I've done that. And I'm not the one anymore. So that was another red flag. Then I just gotta, be honest that I was so thankful that he was just being honest. But that teaches us to go into things without being emotionally invested. Because when you're not emotionally invested, you can hear what a person is saying. Like, you're able to distinguish the truth from the lie. And if we really take the time to listen to people honestly, they're telling us what they desire. They're telling us how they view things. Whether we choose to believe it or accept it or not is on us. But when you take the time to really hear what a person's intentions and motives are, you'll catch that. Granted, there's some good actors. Granted, there's some good actors. We ain't gonna talk about that in this video. But honestly, if we really seek the truth, we will find it. And my thing is, another red flag. I lost my mom last month. And I feel like that's how you kind of try to come back into my life. And I've been honest with me kind of going through being emotionally up and down right now, just trying to accept the 5 stages of grieving or whatnot. And I was just truly honest and transparent with this guy. So I'm like, if right now what I need is emotional support, and you sitting here and you telling me that you are so busy, you don't have time to contact me. Basically, I'm going to have to be the one to reach out to you. To me, that's already a red flag, because I already told you what I needed. And you were unwilling to bend or meet me halfway or compromise. And the thing is, if we start off in this path, you're going to always be emotionally unavailable. And what's the point? And I'm a firm believer that there is always time for things. We create time for things that we believe are important. And when you are telling me that you cannot make time to speak to me, that just means that I am not on your priority list. And you just ain't the one for me. Because quality time is one of my love languages, and I desire, being like having conversations and interacting with a person who I care for in any relationship. So, that was straight up another red flag. So, with all that, I laugh today because the old me would have been like, well, I can make it work. Well, give it some time, he'll change. Well, I just need a companion right now and a space filler, so I'll just accept whatever he's giving. But nah, it's a new day, a new season, and a new point in my life where settling is not an option. So, once again, this is Trace with Traces of Inspiration, and hopefully, this encourages someone. Hopefully, someone can relate. My goal with doing these vlogs are just to have a platform where I could express myself. Because sometimes I feel like I want to have these conversations and people could be unavailable at times, or it may be the wrong time to express myself. But through, like just a video, diary, or a vlog, I can just flow and it's an outlet. So hopefully this touched someone, or hopefully it gave, someone like food for thought. And I look forward to doing more of these. Have a great day.